I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I knew I had to do something. I was screaming at it.
In front of Harries, the two divers are hit by a giant wave.
It threw them so hard into the back of the rock face that I heard the scuba diving tanks go ping.
In one of the biggest swells of the season, two scuba divers have tried to enter the water at North Bondi. Harries can't see the divers who have disappeared in the whitewater. Without a radio, he is unable to communicate the emergency back to the tower.
I was screaming up at the rocky shelf above, call the lifeguards, call the police. I knew if we got a 000 call that it'd get back to the lifeguards too.
Hello? Something's happened on the rocks. Harries has called someone to get the lifeguards down there.
North Bondi?
Yeah, North Bondi on the rocks.
Harries just found there's someone on the rocks. We had no idea what was going on. We didn't know if it was in the water, if it was on the land, if it was a resus, if someone had been rescued. We just had no idea what was going on.
For Harries now, I can't see anything. Okay, was he hurt or was it sort of someone else, do you think? Hang on.
There were just phones ringing everywhere. The police, ambos, Surfcom, everything's going on.
Okay, just stay on the phone for me if that's all right.
For all this to be happening, this has got to be proper.
Harries spots the divers being washed over rocks.
Go, 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 go. Come down, give me a hand. The ocean owned them. There's nothing they could do.
As the massive wave recedes, there's no sign of the two scuba divers.
I knew I had to get into the boat ramp myself, and in that time, I couldn't locate them. So I'm picturing that they're going to be in a cave, dead. Come down, give me a hand.
Ragdolled over the rocks, there is no sign of the men when the wave recedes.
I couldn't get any closer to the rock shelf to scream at them. If I lose my board here, I won't be able to get into the boat ramp to try and assist them if they are alive.
Members of the public relay the emergency to the tower, but information is patchy.
We don't really know the intricacies of it at the moment. I've got a young girl on the phone to me and she said that Harries has yelled for help. Before I knew it, there was emergency services, everybody was turning up. Yeah, it was on.
Harries is the only lifeguard who knows the last location of the two divers.
Someone took me behind.
We could see a rescue board tucked up against the boat ramp. That's when I got in the buggy, got the defib in there, and I drove along the road and around the houses.
Harrison heads to another access point.
I saw two guys sitting there in wetsuits and dive tanks and two cops just interviewing them.
After trying their luck entering the surf on one of the biggest days of the season, the two divers are lucky to be alive.
What are you doing scuba diving today?
Just checking it out, man.
My eyes were just going from them to the 10-foot surf and rocks, back to them, then back to the 10-foot surf and rocks, and my brain just couldn't piece it together what I was actually seeing.
A big set comes in, knocks Colin over, and the lifeguard is like, get out, get out, get out. And then we start turning around, another wave comes, knocks me over, and then by then we're pretty much just like face planting against the rock.
Harries finally makes it ashore.
You know, I had this immense amount of frustration and anger in me, thinking how could they have done this to themselves? And then there was the sign of relief that, you know, they are alive and they're out of harm's way. That's 20 years working down here, and I've never seen that. It was like the situation you two are in. I've lost my voice from screaming. And I seen that 10-foot wave hit you guys. It's just like a pinball, across the rocks. And I know how easy it is to lose a life, and that's as close as you're going to get.
The incident has cost emergency services thousands of dollars.
I can't even begin to comprehend what they were thinking, let alone if those guys got in the water, they wouldn't have come out alive.
I would rather do a rescue in 10-foot swell than administer the EpiPen any day of the week.
Just as things started to settle down on the waterfront, a young girl came into the tower. She was super pale, she was shaking, and she looked really sick.
Okay, what are you allergic to?
I'm allergic to nuts.
19-year-old Catherine is a student from Adelaide.
Have you had any carb nuts today?
I
You don't know?
might maybe ice cream, I don't know.
Okay.
Anaphylaxis is a severe allergic reaction which can be deadly.
Biggest concern with an anaphylactic reaction is swelling, inflammation. A lot of people will have trouble breathing.
It feels literally like the inside of my mouth is swelling up.
What do you normally carry anything on you?
I carry an EpiPen, but it's expired.
We have an EpiPen here, it's okay, so don't worry about that. We've got what we call an EpiPen, and it's a cylinder with a pinpoint on the end, and it's full of adrenaline. Have you had an EpiPen shot before? No, okay.
I've always been really scared to use it.
We've got an EpiPen standing by, so we just want to monitor you for a minute and just see how you hold up.
Mouse has never administered an EpiPen injection before.
I wasn't sure at what point throughout an anaphylactic fit do you actually administer the EpiPen. So I radioed Beardy because he's the man with the knowledge.
Straight away and
Ambulance, please. We're gonna use the EpiPen, okay?
Mouse decides this is a two-man job.
Maxi kind of threw it off onto me. I don't think I had much of a choice. He said, you can do it.
We just want to get you to calm down as much as possible.
I'm trying to calm down.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Look, the EpiPen, it's not going to hurt, okay? It's just going to give you a...
It just freaks me out so much.
No, that's all right. That's fine.
I've never had to use it, and I'm like really scared of needles as well.
EpiPen injections must be held in the skin for 3 seconds.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put it here in her thigh. Yeah. It's only one jab. I'm just going to hold down and do it. So you're ready to go? But it's something that you don't want to get wrong. I would rather do a rescue in 10-foot swell.
That's right. You ready?
And administer the EpiPen any day of the week.
1, 2.
I honestly thought that once we jab her, it'd be like basically an instant kind of response.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like this one.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. We'll just give it 5-10 minutes. Ambos will be here very soon. But the adrenaline seemed to have a pretty good effect on her 10 minutes after we jabbed her.
It almost felt like the plastic ones that they use in the first aid course.
Yeah. It was a bit nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, yeah, it went pretty good.
How you feeling now? You kind of feel like you can breathe a bit better? Yeah?
I think you look a lot better. She looks heaps better, I guess.
Yeah. I tried to palm the EpiPen off on the mouse and he gave me the cold shoulder, so I hit her in the thigh. Give her that.
The back of my throat, I just felt like it was so scratchy that I almost couldn't breathe at one point. I just felt really overridden with panic.
Lifeguards are relieved when paramedics arrive to take over.
What's your name, mate?
My name's Catherine.
Catherine.
Yeah.
I'm Dan, and that's Megan. Has it gotten better?
It's gotten a lot better.
Okay.
They offer some sage advice for EpiPen first-timers.
Anything airway like that, definitely giving her the EpiPen is the right thing. 100%.
At the end of the day, if we do something and we do it right, that's a success.
Catherine will undergo further observation at hospital.
See ya. Hope everything is okay and might get to see you down the beach another day.
Worst case scenario, she stops breathing and her heart stops. We've got pharmaceuticals, we've got alcohol, we've got no sleep, and she's only young. It's not looking good in her favour.
Reidy finds an unresponsive teenage girl.
Boys, can you please bring a medikit down here, ASAP?
Sorry?
The girl is accompanied by her cousin.
Do you want to take some history? Yeah. She's had two caps.
She's had 2 caps yesterday. She's 17.
And she's also had Lyrica.
She's also had Lyrica.
Lyrica is a pharmaceutical drug that's normally used to treat seizures and nerve damage.
Baggers, I need the medikit.
So when we get to a patient and we're doing our first obs, we want to get the vital signs, we want to get breathing, we want to get circulation, which is a pulse. In this case, we didn't have much to go on at all.
Okay. She'll be okay, Okay, she's got Lifeguards with her, it's okay. Where's she from?
She's from Liverpool. She's my cousin.
She's from Liverpool?
The girl's jaw is clenched shut, making it difficult for lifeguards to administer oxygen.
Can you hear us? Just give us a little squeeze on the hand if you can hear me.
more information comes in.
She wasn't breathing properly.
She wasn't breathing properly?
I don't know why.
Okay.
Her stomach wasn't breathing.
Yeah. You should have come and got us earlier.
And alcohol?
We had a couple of bottles between 5, 6, 7 of us or something.
And did you sleep much last night?
No.
None at all.
So now the negatives are starting to add up. We've got pharmaceuticals, we've got alcohol, we've got no sleep, and she's only young. It's not looking good in her favour. Just lightly bagging her.
Lifeguards must assist the girl's breathing using an airbag.
Squeeze our hand if you can hear us.
All right.
She's squeezing your hand. In and out of consciousness.
Ambulance, please. She's breathing, but very faint and got a very faint pulse.
So while we're in the thick of things, another element gets added on, and 2 Irish nurses appear from nowhere.
Oh, yeah. I'll get everyone up.
Can you hear us? Yeah? Give us a squeeze. There you are.
We don't have one. We can't find it.
Yeah, we're trying to get one.
Do you want to go and grab one out of the tower for us?
Have you got one?
We should have one in the tower.
We've got one in the tower, yeah. We decided that we would send them to go and get one of our pulse oximeters.
What's that on, man?
It's a unit that goes on the end of the finger and can tell a patient's blood oxygen saturation and also their heart rate.
The sisters return with the oximeter.
Hello. She's got a pretty faint pulse.
Has she taken anything?
Yeah, it's today.
Have you done blood sugars with her?
No, we don't have stuff to do that.
But Reidy is unsure about how much more help they can offer.
Have you girls been out or not?
We have been out, yeah, but we're okay. We're not so.
When people try and help us on the beach, we don't know the extent of their medical training. So for us to trust that person to treat a critically ill patient is something that we try and avoid.
We've got paramedics coming, so we're just going to support her breathing until the paramedics come,
So as we're treating the patient, it becomes evident that we can smell alcohol on 1 or 2 of the nurse's breath.
What time did you get home?
Oh,
you haven't been home yet?
We haven't been home since last night.
Can I put a Goodell in?
Don't put a Goodell in yet.
No, she's just measured.
Yeah, right, yeah. This forms a real big problem for us because we're in the middle of a serious scenario here. Worst case scenario, she stops breathing and her heart stops.
It's gonna be alright. These guys do this a lot, yeah? Very. It's okay.
When paramedics arrive, the girl is conscious, but her condition remains serious.
Here she is, she's awake. It's okay. You're alright. No worry.
You're alright. That's good. Get comfortable.
How you going? I'm going to put a few things on you, and then we're going to get you up into the ambulance, alright? I'm just going to put this in your fingers first.
No, we couldn't establish that.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, friends said that
It's been rough. We're going to get you up on the mat. Take up there so we get away from everyone. That sounds alright.
When we arrive at a patient who's been critically unwell and in quite a lot of danger, to see them recover and then be quite stable, leaving the beach better than we found them, is hugely satisfying for us, and we've done our job.
On a sweltering day, 15-year-old Sydney-sided Jess has collapsed on Bondi Beach.
What we're going to do, we're going to stand you up, Hoppo and carry you on. Just pick her up on the bed.
The lifeguard's immediate concern is to get her off the beach.
You're getting amber. She doesn't look well.
Just relax.
We were alerted to her when she was already on the beach, but I think she may have started adding it into the water.
Jess's friends think she's suffering an asthma attack that began in the surf.
I lifted her up and I nearly drowned myself lifting her, and these ones came up behind me and the waves kept crashing us as we came in. So I was trying to carry her above my head as well as get smashed by the waves. And so she stopped breathing for a second, and then I sort of tried to get her on her side and then made her breathe.
Just relax. Are you cold? No? All right, you're starting to shake. I might have to just take this off.
Jess is struggling to breathe, but too much oxygen in the blood, or hypoxia, could make her condition worse.
Just try and take a nice deep breath, nice and slow. Inhale through the nose.
What's confusing is whether Jess's symptoms are related to asthma or from almost drowning.
You remember, you've always been always conscious though? You didn't pass out?
There's a bucket if you want to spew.
Wave up.
The wave went over your head?
And I blanked.
And you blanked out? Yeah?
And then my friend had to
hold you.
Shake me, kind of slap me in the face.
Oh yeah, so you did sort of blank out?
No worries, thank you.
Okay.
Hoppo and Deano wait for paramedics to help get to the bottom of Jess's condition.
Can you keep looking at me and Hoppo, Jessie? It's all right, keep going up.
Wonderful. All right, and another one. One more. Well, the good news is you're not having an ashore attack. You've got no wheeze at all.
She swallowed a lot of water. She's had salt water in her stomach. She's making her feel sick. And then looking around, and all these people are crowding around her, and you know, it would have been a pretty terrible feeling for her.
With no signs of asthma, Jess's symptoms may be the result of a near drowning in Bondi's crowded surf. She's off to emergency for some serious investigation.
While treating a broken arm in the skate bowl, Harrison spots two girls drowning in Backpackers Rip.
And that's when I look up, and straight away, straight in front of me down in Backpackers, I just see these two girls, and they were not good at all.
The lifeguard buggy is parked back up the beach, so Harrison must make the 100-metre sprint on foot.
I could see there was a board directly in front of the girls in trouble.
Got 2 hits tonight,
These thoughts in your head saying, right, go Harrison, just run, run. Then you're also thinking, geez, are they gonna make it? And also there's another side going, oh, I hope the boys are backing me up.
Chris calls in the cavalry.
Go ahead, Jeff. Backpackers, you're gonna have to go in.
Harrison hits the water first, unaware how long until backup will arrive.
Got full just tunnel vision on these two girls.
Two drowning girls, one lifeguard. Harrison makes a spur-of-the-moment decision. Rescuing a drowning person without equipment is extremely dangerous. Harrison risks being held underwater. But his only thought right now is getting to the girl in time.
Go, he's under.
Just keep past the board so someone's down to the other hold him up.
I've got to the young lady and I'm keeping her afloat, trying to reassure her that everything's okay, that I'm a lifeguard, I'm here to help you. And that's when Ryan pedalled out on the rescue board, and I just happily gave her to Ryan.
The first girl Harrison rescued struggles not to tip the board.
That was lucky. That was as close as you wanted to get ever.
Safe on the beach, the girls are shaken but alive.
If you feel sick tonight, okay, make sure you go and see a doctor. All right, just don't swim, just swim up between the flags, okay? Yeah, so I saw the girl at the back was worse off, so I just grabbed the first girl on my board and just swam, just held her up until Ryan arrived. Yeah.
Just good that, you know, hard seeing singlets, both been lifeguarding for so long. Just know to keep an eye on the beach from where they are.